few opening words? Yes, sir.
Hello, everybody. Well, it's another great day in our space program. And if ever you've seen the evidence of this being an international program, you're seeing it today with this crew. This is of all crews, this is the most international that we've had, and I think shows the breadth of the cooperation around the globe. So let's get on with the launch, and let me bring up our Associate Administrator, Colonel Bob Cabana.
Thank you, sir. Hey, this is quick. It's always great to come back to Florida. You know, if you read the individual resumes of this crew, each one of them is outstanding. And when you put them all together, this is a pretty darn amazing crew. Everything's tracking well so far for launch. We're looking forward to the flight readiness review on Monday. All the issues are on track, and I'm waiting for next Friday. I want to see these guys off. You've heard me say it before. The only way I think it could be better if I could go with them, and then I think that would be even better yet. But no, it's a great crew. I don't know if you saw it, but the mobile launcher's back out on the pad for testing, and we're getting ready for Artemis II next year also, and everything's moving along on that, and that's going to be another amazing effort by NASA as we return to the moon. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Janet Petro, the KSC Center Director, and we'll hear a few words from her. Janet?
Yeah, good afternoon. It is another hot day here at Florida Spaceport, but we are super excited to welcome our four crew members here. This is our 7th operational mission to the International Space Station under the Commercial Crew Program. And even though we have a robust manifest here at the Kennedy Space Center, we are always super excited when we're going to stick a human on the rocket, and putting our crew is always ups a level of excitement. I want to thank everyone who behind the scenes have been working so hard and diligently towards this moment when we launch the crew this coming Friday. And now I want to introduce you to someone whose leadership has really been instrumental in the success of the Commercial Crew Program as we've returned humans to low Earth orbit from American soil. And so, serving as a deputy manager for our Commercial Crew Program here at the Kennedy Space Center, let me introduce you and join me in welcoming Dana Hutcherson.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here, and welcome to the crew who just arrived. It's hard to believe we're on our 7th rotational mission, 8th launch of sending astronauts to the International Space Station from U.S. soil. It's an honor to represent the Commercial Crew Program today, to welcome this international crew. And I really appreciate the crew trusting us and the team to provide that safe and healthy transportation vehicle. Commercial Crew is delivering on its promise of providing safe, reliable, and cost-effective transportation to and from low Earth orbit. The crew will fly on Dragon Endurance spacecraft provided by SpaceX, and will spend about 6 months aboard the International Space Station conducting critical science and research experiments that will enhance our understanding of how space affects the human body, and will look to return to the moon and eventually travel to Mars. These successful partnerships with NASA and the commercial companies allows us to focus our research on exploration and research, expanding NASA's ability to explore our universe and inspire the world. Now I'd like to turn it over to Eric Vanderwall, who leads the International Space Station Program Houston office for the European Space Agency. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dana. My name is Eric Vanderwall. I'm the head of the European Space Agency Houston office. And it's really a great honor to be here to welcome this amazing crew. As Bob Cabana often said, it's good to be flying again. And this is very applicable to ESA this time. We flew on Crew 2, we flew on Crew 3, we flew on Crew 4, and here we are with Andy on Crew 7. It's so great to see Andy about to embark on his 2nd flight to the ISS, this time for a long duration stay, 6 months, Also, he will be the first European pilot on the Crew Dragon vehicle, and later we're going to see him in the role of the ISS commander on the space station. When I look at these astronauts, I do not only see a group of very committed, talented, gifted individuals, but I also see a fantastic picture that displays the multicultural endeavor and the incredible partnership that we have in the ISS. Doing science is key for the ESA ISS program, and we look forward to the extension of the science complement, or the execution of the science complement of the Huygens mission. There will be more than 30 European experiments, and this will contribute to the continuation of European science in low Earth orbit and help push the boundaries of human space exploration, not only in low Earth orbit, but also beyond. I want to thank the whole NASA team, all the SpaceX teams, all the teams at ESA who worked so hard to get us where we are today, and most importantly, ensure that we're flying safely. I want to read a quote from a former US president. It goes as follows. Mankind is drawn to the heavens for the same reasons we were once drawn into unknown lands and across the open sea. We choose to explore space because doing so improves our lives and lifts our national spirit. Let us continue this journey. George W. Bush. With that, I say Jasmine, Andy, Satoshi, and Konstantin, I wish you all a great journey. Go Crew 7, and Andy, go reizen. Thank you. And with this, I would like to hand over to Mr. Sakai, the JAXA ISS Program Manager.
Good afternoon. Thank you for introduction. My name is Sakai Junichi, ISS Program Manager of JAXA. And first of all, on behalf of JAXA, I would like to sincerely express my appreciation to NASA, SpaceX, all the colleagues, and to participate in Crew 7 launch operations and launch preparation and continuous ISS operations. It is fourth year since crew transportation from U.S. soil has resumed. And JAXA also has sent to and will send the Japanese astronauts to ISS for 4 consecutive years. I believe this is a close and continuous partnership between international partners. Both has brought these remarkable opportunities to us. So this is first flight since Japanese government determined to extend the ISS operation beyond 2024. And this mission will be the second flight and the second long-term resistance in ISS for Japanese astronaut Furukawa Satoshi. He will work out variety of missions ranging from life, material, physical science to technological demonstration for future lunar exploration and post-ISS utilizations by utilizing Kibo's unique environment to conduct various missions with in collaboration with astronauts from international partners. I'm confident that this progress will be, this progress won't stop and leads to our challenge to the Mars, moons, Mars, and beyond. So I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to coming this launch and for we'll continue for final preparations. So Godspeed, guys. See you 6 months later. Thank you.
And at this time, we will now open it up for the crew to offer some final remarks. In front of you, we have a multinational crew, Jasmine Mogbelli, NASA astronaut and Crew 7 commander, Andreas Mogensen, ESA astronaut and Crew 7 pilot, Satoshi Furukawa, JAXA astronaut and Crew 7 mission specialist, and Konstantin Borisov, Roscosmos cosmonaut and Crew 7 mission specialist. If the crew would like to step forward when you're ready to offer your remarks.
Thank you. Good afternoon. You can probably tell from the huge smiles on our faces that we're extremely excited to finally be here at Kennedy Space Center and for the journey we're about to embark on. One of the first tasks that we had to accomplish as a crew when we were assigned was to design our mission patch. We had to think about what do we want this patch to symbolize, what do we want it to represent, and what were the things about this mission that were really meaningful to us. So if you don't mind, I'd like to talk about just a few of the elements of the patch that I think are very special to us. First, if you look at our patch, the Earth is the central aspect of it. It is the focus of the patch. It's meant to be very beautiful. I'm sure it's not as beautiful as when we'll look back on Earth from the unique vantage point of low Earth orbit. But we wanted it to represent that everything we do on this mission, we hope ultimately benefits our beautiful home planet and those on it. Next, the tail of the dragon rises into a golden star. This to us symbolizes the ascent to the stars. Spaceflight is extremely difficult. It requires perseverance, it requires vigilance, and this was kind of our thank you to the pioneers of spaceflight who paved the way for us to be here today, and for all those on our team who've prepared us for this moment and will support us throughout the mission and upon our return. And then the last element I would love to point out, as others have mentioned, on the rise to the star are the colors white, red, and blue. Those colors encompass the colors that make up the flags of our 4 nations. We are extremely proud, and I know I personally am humbled to be a member of this incredible crew, where if you look at our 4 patches, you'll see a different nation's flag on each one. We hope this represents what we can accomplish when we work together in unity and cooperate together. And we think this really is what the International Space Station is all about. And lastly, I'd again like to thank those that supported us, especially our families. With that, I'd like to hand it over to Andreas Mogensen, the pilot for Crew 7. And as stated, he'll be our commander on board the International Space Station.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to represent the European Space Agency as pilot of Crew 7, and it's an honor to be part of this very international crew. Not only are we an international crew, but our training and preparation have taken us around the world, and I'd like to thank all of our partner agencies, NASA, ESA, JAXA, and Roscosmos for preparing us so well and getting us to this point where we are today, ready to embark on a long-duration mission to the International Space Station. As soon as I landed in Soyuz in Kazakhstan after my first mission in 2015, I knew that I wanted to go back to space. I wanted to go back to the International Space Station, and I'm so happy that the day is almost here. It's hard to describe what an incredible place the International Space Station is. I didn't realize it until shortly before docking on my first mission, when I looked out the windows of the Soyuz spacecraft and I could see the gigantic solar arrays stretching out in space next to me. And then opening the hatch and flying on board the space station, I realized just what a unique and incredible laboratory that we, humanity, has built in low Earth orbit over the past 25 years. And I'm so excited to get back up there and to participate in the groundbreaking research and technology development that we do on board the space station. As Jasmine noted, what we do up there is for all of us here on Earth, and hopefully will benefit our society for many, many years in the future. And I can't wait to get up there, back up there, and to continue the incredible work that we do. Thank you.
Hello, I'm happy to be here at the launch and landing facility because it was formerly called Shuttle Landing Facility. And in my previous mission on the International Space Station in 2011, I was fortunate to welcome the last space shuttle crew members of STS-135. And this time, I look forward to flying Crew 7. And I am very excited to work in the outstanding international team of NASA, SpaceX, ESA, CSA, Roscosmos, and JAXA. And onboard the International Space Station, using the special, unique environment like long-lasting microgravity, I'd like to contribute to those that will make our life on Earth better. For example, accelerating new medicine development. In addition, I'm keen to work on technology demonstration towards the human expression to the moon in the future. And I'd like to hand over to Kosha.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm more than excited, actually. It's so hard to say what I feel because the training has been very intense. We traveled the world. We enjoyed a lot of classes, lectures. And you know, every next day is training. You train again, you train again. And it's so hard to imagine that soon we'll just do similar things, but it will not be training, but just in 4 days in the evening we wake up and we go to space. I'm very excited, really. I'm excited. I'm honored to be part of the international crew so much because it's the most international crew ever, because you cannot make it more, because 4 people, 4 nationalities. And you know, like experienced astronauts and cosmonauts, they say that when you go to the ISS and you look at the planet, you see that there are no borders. And really, I want to continue and to convey that feeling and that emotion, and also to support the cooperation which we have been having so far, and we continue like that. So I'm very thankful to all the agencies, to all the people on the ground making this happen, and also to our families and to the crew which I have been happily training so far. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.